Good evening, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Social Development Outlook for Tuesday, 4th August 2020. I am your host, Derica Liebert. Just to remind you that this program is hosted and produced by the Communications Unit within the Ministry of Social Development. At this point in time, we'll take our first break and be right back. Well, I'm back, and to start off tonight's program, we join the Social Services Department as they make some distributions to our seniors.
So good morning, everyone, and today we are here by one of our seniors, Miss Brister, and we at the Social Services Seniors Division, we recognize because of COVID-19, we have been unable to meet with our seniors, and so we thought of an idea just to reach out to them, and so today we are doing a soup day. And so today we're here by one of our seniors, Miss Brister, and we brought all the stuff along so that the people can know, that the seniors can know that we are still thinking about them, that we still love them, and that we still have them deeply in our hearts. So we're just here to tell them thank you for being with us and let them know that we miss them here today. Miss Brister?
Thanks for everything you are doing. Good morning. I am happy. I look like a rag, but I was in the garden, and I was sitting talking to one of the kids. So I thank God for being this morning, for being here, for already eat my breakfast, and could come out and walk around the street, and I'm thankful for the Lord. He been good to me.
Good morning, everyone. We are here today to visit Marietta, to give her even a little bowl of soup, a contribution for us for the social services. We cannot go out to do a group for them, but we are here to give them a little bit of soup, to let them know that we are still love them and we still cares about them. So through the corona, we cannot come out and associate with them, so that's why we are here today, to give them some soup. And you all have a good day.
Well, I appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. On behalf of myself and the other seniors, the ones who will get and the ones who don't, we appreciate it. And thank you very much, and continue spreading the, how should I say, the goodness, the love. And everybody stay safe from the virus, because hey, it no hit us yet.
We'll take this break and be back with our featured presentation for this evening.
Welcome to Nevis.
It's easy to believe that all Caribbean islands are the same until you visit Nevis.
Nevis is the Caribbean of a bygone era.
You will enjoy a most intimate vacation on Nevis. You're only a stranger here once.
We offer exclusive and barefoot luxury stays.
With only 400 hotel rooms, our island may be exclusive,
But the warm, genuine and friendly welcome is just everywhere.
We look forward to meeting you.
Visit nevisisland.com.
Well, I'm back, and for our featured presentation this evening, we journey to St. Kitts to witness the opening of the Honorable Kennedy Simmonds exhibit.
Just for now, we might come in this year and take off our sins, Good morning, everyone. Can you please stand for the... Will bring his remarks. And I want to say that there's no mistake as to who the speakers are this morning. His Excellency played a very pivotal role in the formation of the first government with Sir Kennedy. And he's also a very strong supporter of the National Trust. And so he was very excited when I called him and said, yes, I will come and give brief remarks. He said, I have to go up those steps. So every time he come here, I remind him, he promised me the money to put in the elevator. So, thank you.
Madam Chair. First, I'd like to remind you that I take promises very seriously, but I do not recall that. I recall inquiry, but when you have it put it. And I support fully any placement of that. Madam Chair, Dr. Philip, Mr. Simon Warner, President of the National Trust, Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable General colleagues, other distinguished persons present. It is indeed a pleasure for me, and of course, our honoree, my very close friend and colleague. It is an honor for me this morning to be invited and afforded the opportunity to say a few words, to give brief remarks on this very special occasion. I consider it a privilege and an honor for me to say something. Having worked with Dr. the Right Honorable and Right Excellent Secretary Simmonds over a period of time, over some 15 years. And it was a pleasure and a privilege also to do so. Serving in the office of Attorney General, it afforded me the opportunity to learn so much about our country and to learn so much about personalities. And it was always my privilege and heartfelt appreciation to him for affording me the opportunity to serve. Because I saw at first hand so many of the instances that are documented in his autobiography. Now, his life, from all that has been documented and more, serves as a very useful lesson, a history lesson for all of us. All of us can learn so much from the very early beginnings, parts of our history that are presently undocumented. They come to life in his recollections. We see how one is able to move from a life of tremendous hardship, as it then was, but which was a life that was being also endured by persons, and to make that life such a meaningful one as he proceeded. We see the importance, for example, of Warner Park, its proximity to where he lived, and also the whole question of the boys' school and all of the rudiments and principles which he inculcated. The St. Kitts and Nevis Grammar School was a pivotal part of his education. Then, of course, we see his development. We see the sportsman who was able to display his prowess at so many sports during his school life, and which of course he continued, and which have accounted for his fitness to date. Unlike me. You know, I think I shied away, perhaps to my regret, from many of the sporting activities that took place and was merely a spectator. But we thank him for those recollections, all of them. We also thank him for his decision to pursue the medical profession. and to go to his beloved University of the West Indies, and especially the Mona campus, and some of the recollections that he shared there, and others that he shared with us as we have met on several papers. We thank him too for his political life, the fact that he was able to proceed to join a party, a political party. And I think up to now it may be the only registered political party, because I remember very well in all of my researches that the founder, Dr. William Howard, made certain to register the party. It was something unheard of. And so I think some other persons were inquiring the other day about registering, and they were told there was no legal requirement, but that this was done by the People's Action Movement. And I think that is commendable. In his development, I can recall as a young person going across to what is now Independence Square, but what was then called Mall, as we say now, Pelmel, if you wish to be more properly English, to listen to the discourses that were being extended there at the square.
Honorable General Powell, National Hero, Dr. the Right Excellent and Right Honorable Sir Kennedy A. Simmonds, Ambassador Lee, President of the National Trust, Mr. Sniper Warner, other executive members of the National Trust and staff, President of the Brimstone Hill Fortress, Mr. Michael Morton and Mrs. Morton, other distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I stand here humbled by the task that is given to me to bring remarks at the opening ceremony for this special exhibition in honor of Sir Kennedy Alphonse Simmonds, our only living national hero. And I dare say, hero he is. At every occasion where I am called upon to bring remarks for an event involving Sir Kennedy, I am not only humbled, but also inspired to be walking in the footprints of such a remarkable gentleman and leader. As the current leader of the People's Action Movement, PAM, the party that Sir Kennedy co-founded, I continue to be impressed by his grandeur legacy that has unfortunately been obscured by the work of some small men. It is therefore very heartening for me to be present for an exhibition that will feature 6 key aspects of Sir Kennedy's life through artifacts, audio, and visual representation, and other print information. I am confident that this exhibition that will display Sir Kennedy's life on the 6 sections will accentuate aspects of the simple yet powerfully motivating life of Sir Kennedy. I commend the St. Christopher National Trust for this undertaking, which seeks to enlighten, educate, engage, and delight the public with information that will be displayed, and to raise awareness of the impact Sir Kennedy had on the transformation of the economy. I therefore ask you to join me in applauding this valiant undertaking of the St. Christopher National Trust.
Good morning, everybody. Your Excellency, Sir S.W. Taffy, Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris, Deputy Prime Minister and political leader of the People's Action Movement. Minister of Education, the Honorable General Powell, Ambassador Tom Lee of the Republic of China, Taiwan, Mr. Snyderman Warner, my still very strong and healthy patient, Mr. and Mrs. Michael Morton. I think I'll stop there because if I continue, will take up this speech for the whole morning. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, all, as Willis indicated, I faced this morning's opening ceremony with the thought of speaking at this opening ceremony this morning with some degree of, I wouldn't say trepidation, merely some concern. In the first place, I feel extremely honored to be part of this ceremony this morning and to be, in essence, at the forefront of the exhibition which will continue. The thought of speaking now, making what I consider to be a major address, so fasten your seatbelts, sit down, you're not going anywhere just now. I figured that the idea of making this major address this morning was a daunting one, because normally when I make an address, people see the end result. But to me, it takes a considerable amount of preparation. And as I have gotten older, the preparation has got longer and more difficult. So I decided this morning, after during the period of invitation, wondering what I would say, what approach I would take, and being aware that I would be in the presence of some current powerhouses in the speaking arena, like Prime Minister, the Deputy Prime Minister, and the young Turk battling on Revolutionary College, that I really ought to get my act together. And then I know that whenever the Honorable Tapu has to say anything, even though he's normally a man of few words, right? He is always a man of deep words. And so I was fully aware that he would more than do justice to the occasion. But I can tell you, I never envisaged even something of this nature. Thank you, Sir Tapu. As a matter of fact, I couldn't even believe some of the things you were saying about me. I forgot some of them. So I decided that, you know what? I'm going to come here this morning, I'm going to wing it. Like the aging cricketer or footballer or the aging sportsman who decides he's going to make that one last race to see if he still can do it. The cricketer who's going to play his last innings and he's struggling there, down there with the physical difficulty, but he needs to convince himself that he can manage it one more time. So, I decided on a way. But what I'm going to do this morning is that I am going to do something, and I'm going to speak in such a way, that very few people in this room will be in a position to criticize or contradict me about. Not even Sir Tapu. I want also, before I get into that, to talk about it, to congratulate Ms. Prince Percival and the National Trust and the Board of Directors and all of those who have decided and worked to put together this exhibition. I haven't seen it yet, but I know that they took from me some of the artifacts that I had. But when she says here that she has been into the archives of Richard Cave, then I know that there have been considerable resources obtained for this occasion.
These ladies and gentlemen, coming to adopt the protocol that was so ably established, and good morning. My name is Michael Diamond, and I'm the Visitor Services Supervisor here at the St. Christopher National Trust. I take great pleasure in providing you an overview of this exhibition titled Kennedy Alphonse Simmonds, a National Hero. I would particularly like to welcome Sir Kennedy Simmonds, of whom this exhibition commemorates. The exhibition is laid out in 6 sections, each chronicling a specific era in Sir Kennedy's life. The first section details the youthful expeditions of the young Kennedy and his life in the army. The second tells of his venture into medicine as he pursued his dream of becoming a medical doctor. Then comes his thrust into politics as he portrayed the courage to lead. This courage led to his myriad of accomplishments that built our nation, eventually earning him the well-deserved honor of national hero. All of this while maintaining his life and passions to become the well-rounded and well-versed hero that he is today. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is my hope that many people will visit this exhibition. This is a prime opportunity to learn of the achievements of the man that first spurred the development of modern St. Louis. And I myself learned things I would have never known had I not been working here. And I now invite you to walk the path that Dr. the Right, Excellent, and the Right Honorable Sir Kennedy Alphonse Simmonds walked by viewing this exhibit. Thank you.
And that's our package for this evening. I am your host, Derica Liebert. And don't forget to tune in next Tuesday for another edition of the Social Development Outlook. Good night.